Hello, air signs. Hello, my cerebral friends, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. We are growing this tribe. If you've noticed, getting more and more clicks, which means more and more people are interested in these air energy reads, including me. So thank you so much for coming here and watching. I do appreciate you. If you're someone who's brand new, welcome. I hope you'll be in the comments with us. We like to be there. And thank you so much for clicking here, for giving me a thumbs up silently if you choose, but some way please choose to exchange energy with me. All right, here we go. We are looking, oh yes, who we're going to read for first. I think we're going to read for Aquarius first. So Libra and Gemini, if you wouldn't mind scooting along. All right, Aquarius, I don't know, your energy feels like it needs to come through right now. So here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is for the week ahead, Aquarius, but you know, whenever you find my readings, they'll always be for the week ahead. Anyway, these ones that I do the specific energies for, right? All right, so a leg up. Oh, so depending on how old you are, you'll know the song, Hang On, Help Is On Its Way. I'll be there as fast as I can. And I don't know who sings that, but I hear it in my head. And I think as a child, those were the only words I knew. It might be the Little River Band, but I'm not sure. It feels like somebody's coming in to help you with something, or a leg up is like, let me give you a ride there, or you know, maybe your car breaks down, let me give you a ride. Look, it's card number 34, and that is a 7, and to me as a reader, 7s always have to do with divine energies. 7s for me are the heavens. So it feels like you're going to be given a leg up by the universe. There's some good energy coming toward you. I don't like to use the word luck because it indicates chaos, and I feel like the universe is quite organized. So it's going to feel like good luck. It's going to feel like something is benefiting you. So I feel like the leg up is somebody might say something to you. There's lots of blue in this card. Somebody might offer you a ride or to take you somewhere, because we have this little cub up on the back of its mama or papa there. And yeah. Hang on, help is on its way. I'll be there as fast as I can. Higher power. Aquarius, it all points to cerebral things, shockingly enough, right? Not so much. The higher power, right? It feels like you're supposed to hang on. You're almost there. I'll be there as fast as I can is the lyric. And I think that you're supposed to know that some relief is coming, my friend. A leg up, whatever that is. Whether it's pardon me, financial, or maybe you need better health, or maybe, yeah, maybe it is something to do with something that's going on in your 3D world that you're just not a fan of right now. To the sea, you might feel stuck. You might feel stuck emotionally. You might be feeling lonely. You might be feeling like you're in over your head. I think you need to say something. It's blue, right? Green is the heart chakra, but it is combined with the blue. So it feels like it's something on your heart that you want to say, but it feels like you can't do it right now. To the sea means you're not moving anywhere. You're kind of stuck in the situation where you are. The fates are here. I just said with the number 7 that it was it's fated, right? It's something that comes from heaven. All right. Let's get one of these cards for you, Aquarius. That's cool energy. I really feel like that spirit is telling you, hang in there. Hang in there. I know it's been tough. The higher power is coming. You will get the downloads. We do see, we see lavender here, and it's not an intense violet purple, but it is some information, right? It feels to me as a reader that it's not, you know, the third eye is not completely open, but I want to say that it is open enough that you can receive information from the universe. And I feel like you will because of the pink. That's the crown chakra. That's where we get the downloads from. And this person's open-minded. So as long as you're open-minded enough to receive information, I feel like you will. And because this is card number 4, I think it's bringing stability. I think it's going to bring stability of the mind, stability of the pentacle world, stability of whatever's going on around you. This could be the leg up, for sure. Okay. One more. One more for Aquarius, please. Ooh, failure. I understand that that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. There's your download, my friend. It is lavender. That's the download that's coming. It's what the universe is going to make you understand, is that the mistakes are only opportunities to learn. You know, as a society and the way we build our languages, we find all sorts of ways to call failure, to tell people they failed, to make them feel like less, to make them feel like they didn't make it. And the truth is, it's not that, because when you don't get what you want, you get a lesson. And I think that's what happened here. I feel like whatever it is, the universe is going to help you let go of that, to let you understand, to help you understand that whatever went on back there, or whatever is going on right now, I feel like that this troublesome time has only been for the purpose of learning. So if you've been in a relationship that just crashed and burned, it was karmic. If you ended up possibly losing a house, maybe you were getting signs that you should have downsized way before. You ended up having to sell the house because of the market. But whatever the situation is, it feels like it's a lesson, and it does. To me, it doesn't feel like it's a horrible lesson. I don't think anything really horrifying or terrible happens to you, Aquarius. But what I want to say is that the universe is, I believe, trying to teach you that things must fall the way they fall in order for you to have your lessons. Without this lesson, you couldn't have moved forward to the next stage of your life. So I feel like, acceptance. Acceptance that there is going to be a time when you're going to see the whole picture, because now we have the intense violet. That is the third eye. So we are going to have a time here when you do come into acceptance, and it's not right now. It feels like it's not right now. It feels like, hang on, help is on the way. I'll be there as fast as I can. But I feel like the universe is wanting you to believe and be open-minded enough to be able to want to change your mind to get some stability. It's a change of mind. It's not a failure. It's a lesson. It wasn't supposed to work. We are supposed to go through things in our life that are hard. They make us swear. They make us cry. People make us cry. I'm telling you, those are all lessons we require to move forward to the next spot. It says, I'm learning to accept the things I cannot change. And the truth of the matter is that you are the fixed sign of the air signs, right? And it is really hard for you to change. And there has to be a radical acceptance of the present moment and what's going on. It's time to take off the rosy-colored glasses. Because if you don't, I feel like the universe is coming in to give you a leg up and make you understand some things that maybe you thought were happening to you when they were in actuality happening for you. Some things, some things come to clear the past. It's not necessarily a crash and burn. They just come to clear your past so you can keep moving. I think that what you get in the future, in the week ahead or past there, I think that you get an understanding, because you have an acceptance of something that didn't work out. The universe is coming in to give you a leg up, I feel. All right. Interesting. It may come to you in the form of a partnership or a friendship. Someone might introduce you to someone else, so a friend of a friend. But I feel like the leg up that's coming here is very solid. Someone who's very solid and grounded. It might even be a group of people, because the 3 indicates partnership, right? I'm helping you, you're on my team, I'm on your team. Someone is up there and people are looking up to that person. It feels like there is somebody who is about to arrive in your life in a pentacle sense. So if you meet this person, it doesn't mean you can't fall in love, but if you meet this person, they're only interested in friendship when they meet you. You meet them as a friend. This person is going to become, I think, a paramount person in your life. Someone who's been sent to you, delivered to you by the universe. Card number 34 is a 7. It's divinely, this person's been divinely guided to you, my friend. All right. Ooh, the higher power, it sure is. once you get this lesson, see, the thing is that we always try and play chess with the universe. Okay, well, if you move there, I'll move here. If you move there, I'll move there. Instead of just giving it up to the universe, surrendering it and saying, tell me what to do. I'll stop playing chess with you if you just tell me what to do. And that's what it feels like here. It feels like you get the lesson that it was supposed to end, or it was the job wasn't yours, or whatever it was that you feel is the failure was actually the lesson. And knowing that is going to bring such happiness. Look, this is so important, so important. Not only that it's violet and that your third eye is going to be cranked wide open. Look, the light blue is the throat chakra, and there's confidence here and stability, and yeah, it feels like you will come to an acceptance of this situation. It feels like it's taking a long time. I'm just going to say, because we began with Pentacles, but it does feel like it's taking a long time. But the acceptance is the key to everything. The acceptance that you decided you're going to change the way you look at the situation. Look, you can't change the situation, Aquarius. You can't. And when you can't change the situation, change the way you look at it. And that's what this is. The truth is that wasn't a failure. Whatever it was, if you didn't get the job, or the person dumped you, or whatever it was, or you dumped somebody else, or it ended up in a shit show, whatever it wasn't a failure. It was a lesson, and you passed. You passed by letting it go, by not worrying about that thing and moving this way. You passed already. It's time for you to move forward. But if you don't get these downloads, how are you supposed to move forward, right? The Wheel of Fortune is here. It is divine timing and fated. It's the hands of fate that are turning everything forward here. Things are about to move in a way for you, for those of you who are learning this lesson, or who are going to have this kind of aha moment about it. I feel like the Wheel of Fortune is here because it is time to move forward to the Nine of Cups, nonetheless, because you've learned the lesson that it wasn't a failure. And you won't, because if you call it a failure and the same thing comes at you in the future, like the same situation, like a new job or a new house or whatever it was, that you automatically recoil because you feel like you're going to fail, but you're not. You're not. Because it was just a lesson and you needed the lesson. All right. We got the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so this looks really interesting here, because I do feel like for some of you, you have someone coming forward that is single. This person is going to give you a leg up. So I've got 6 and 3 is 9. We've got Pentacles here. So someone who's willing to give you reciprocity. I feel like what I'm feeling here is the 6 of Pentacles is that this person is a very charitable person, and they're a very balanced person. They like to give everybody a little bit of their time. So this person might be someone who is very good with money, or they're very good with planning futures or something like that. So this person, it feels to me like they give a lot of people their time, but they always make time to give reciprocity to each one. It feels very balanced and very sort of stable for me. The leg up, I feel like this person either is going to bring news of money or something that is going to shift within your pentacle world. So within your pentacle world is, house, home, hearth, job, all that stuff. It feels like knowing this person, whoever they are, the partnership, and they could be an earth sign for sure, but they could be Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We have the World card here. I'm sorry, the Wheel of Fortune card here, right? They're both the World and the Wheel of Fortune. They have the same signs. That's what I was trying to say. Okay. So what I want to say is that this person's being sort of hand-delivered to you by the universe. And it feels as though this person is someone that's coming into your life to bring great happiness. Now, it could be happiness in love. 9 of Cups can be that. That is emotional happiness, or, wish fulfillment. Whatever you've been wishing for is coming for you. And I think that whatever it is that you are currently in that is really hard for you, whatever you're trying to accept as the failure, just please understand it's not a failure. It's change. It looks like failure. And that's why people think, oh, the Wheel of Fortune, yay. But you know what? It's hard to change. Change the way you think, change the way you are. It's hard to make a lot of changes. But nothing else can grow if you can't change. Without progress, there is no change. So I feel like the higher power, I feel like you're supposed to hang on, help is on its way. And I feel like the higher power is going to, I think in the week ahead, I feel like you're going to come to a realization, and it'll be quite naturally, but it might even be, maybe you meditate before bed, you go to sleep, you wake up and you're like, wait a second. It feels like a clarity. Yeah, because we've got lavender here. So it feels like you've now got clarity on this thing that you've been calling a failure, when really what you've been doing is putting a label on it. I hate labels for that reason, because if you pull off the failure label and stick on the lesson label, doesn't that feel much better? Now you don't have to suffer anymore. Now you can look at it as something logical, a lesson that you now know a pattern about yourself that you'll never complete again. I want to say that your ability to be able to accept the messages that are coming in, or find the clarity, or have that moment of great clarity, is up to you. I feel it feels like if you stay stuck in the Eight of Swords, the wheel won't move. It feels like the Wheel of Fortune is here and is waiting. Like literally you are surrounded by all of the things that you've been dreaming about. All it takes is a change of mind. And that's the challenge for Aquarius, right? Because you have a really hard time as a fixed sign, and I'm a fixed sign too, Taurus, right? There's 4 of them, right? Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, and all of them have a hard time changing their mind. Are considered to be quite stubborn. But the thing is I think that you move so slowly toward an answer that you want to make sure that everything's in its place before you give yourself the accomplishment of, yes, I've accomplished that. Okay, so you got the 9 of Swords and the 9 of Cups. We're at the end of cycles here. Yeah, I feel like you worry about when your wish fulfillment is coming. You're very focused on it. I feel as though you are about to be super happy that the Wheel of Fortune's here, throwing fortunate energy at the 9 of Cups, and there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like you've been worried about it because you feel that whatever went on, it's got you in an energy of feeling like you failed to do something or failed to complete something, and it has nothing to do with failure. There's healing here in the distance, right? Yeah. It's the healing of your indecision. I like it. Because it's one thing to believe that you can change, but it's another to receive the messages and actually move forward and make the change. It feels like you, what's going to be healed here is your inability, like you're feeling like you're in competition with everyone around you. And really that's where this word failure comes from, because you think that everyone else around you has aced it and you haven't, and so you feel like a failure, but you weren't supposed to. It was a different lesson for you. You chose a different lesson when you came here. So the 2 of Pentacles tells me that I feel like very soon you will have a lot of balance in the way that you think about yourself, that I feel this is going to be healed. Again, we've got a lot of lavender we're looking at, right? I feel like there is going to be a lot of healing that's coming up here for you, and the realization of something that is, I keep seeing it's like, well, because I'm a medieval geek, but I'm seeing a great big wooden door with somebody's got their 2 hands on a big key and cranks it open. It's like it's very mysterious, but it feels like you're the one that has the key, but you got to get out of this stuff here. You got to get out of the 8 of Swords. So I think that getting out of the 8 of Swords is what is going to bring all of this in. And getting out of the 8 of Swords is so important, because if you're not open-minded, you can't receive the messages. All right. Give me a little bit of clarity for Aquarius. It feels like the week ahead is going to be a week of realizations. I think it's going to be emotional for you to realize these things and know that you kind of held yourself prisoner back there. But I think it's going to be relief. And I think the Wheel of Fortune is here to give you that as well. It's time. Yeah, this is destined. But you must learn the lesson, because if you don't, how do you understand what's ahead of you, right? You can't go from grade 2 to college. It doesn't work that way. Yeah, I'm not saying you're in grade 2. You could be sophomore, senior or something. no matter what your age is. All right, so we got the moon energy here. Yeah, you don't see this. So there is somebody coming toward you. Now, I think it's showing us 9 pentacles for a reason. You're going to notice this person because they're very solid, very grounded. This person is someone who is... who you're going to feel very safe with. This person's very confident. They've got their pentacles down. This person might be quite wealthy or does really good at what they do, and people are confident in the information they get from this person. Whoever they are, I feel like they're going to be kind of like a mentor for you, or a friend that you really look up to. And I feel like you don't see it. We've got a Cancer and Piscean energy here. I feel like you feel it, but I don't think you see it. This person's coming in to give you a leg up. Now, whether that leg up is, giving you a ride somewhere, taking you somewhere, or possibly elevating the way you think, because this bear is getting up on its mama's back. I feel like it's to bring in understanding, because pink and purple are the signs that we're getting downloads, and the third eye is opening. So we do have the Strength card. We have the Magician. So the Strength card is Leo, the Magician is Aries, and the Queen of Wands is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. She is Sagittarius, but all 3 energies in a general reading. So I feel as though the failure, or the thing that you think you may have failed at, is possibly to impress somebody or attract somebody. It feels like with the Queen of Wands in the reverse, it feels like the Queen of Wands is not feeling attractive, is not feeling like I've got the fire. You know, I feel like the Queen of Wands is probably hesitating a little bit instead of just going forward at whatever she wants. The Queen of Wands also can be, in the reverse, is looking at things from a perspective of ego. So I'm not saying that you have a big ego. What I'm saying is you might be looking at it as failure, and the ego will tell you you failed. But the true self, the inner self, understands it's the lesson. But everyone else is going to tell you that you failed because according to society's standards, which you hold yourself up to, you have failed. All right, so we've got energy here that I don't think you see this person coming. So I think that you'll probably hear about them, or it's a friend of a friend. You might meet them at a social place, because this is a card of partnership. So it might be in a group of people that you meet this person. I think this person is going to, the way they're going to give you a leg up is they're going to ground you. They're going to help you with some courage. I think that this person is someone that doesn't mind taking the spotlight, doesn't mind being seen. And I think that they're very fiery in the way that they present themselves to other people. I think this is going to kind of excite you about whatever topic or leg up this person is bringing for you. I believe it's spoken information because of all the blue we see there, and the blue is the throat chakra. So I believe that somebody is coming in to say something to you, but the fact that we have a 7 here on the card tells me that it could be universe as well. I think that this is a person coming in the 3D though. They are single, this person. But I don't think they're coming in for the purpose of love. I think they're coming in for the purpose of help and friendship. Doesn't mean it can't turn into something. So I want to say that looking at the word failure, that is ego. Yeah, and I feel like you're letting that go. That's what I want to say. Why is the Queen of Wands in the reverse, please? Why is the Queen of Wands in the reverse for Aquarius? Yeah, I feel like you want love, but you're just not feeling yourself. You're not feeling attractive enough. You're not feeling like you're attracting anyone to you. I feel like when the Queen of Wands is in the reverse, she's more about keeping to myself. And maybe it is, I'm looking at the world in sort of an egoic way in terms of possession, that maybe you look at relationships like possession rather than love. Take it as it resonates. Tell me what the challenge is for the week ahead, please. Challenge for the week ahead for Aquarius. Yeah, I feel like you don't want to be disappointed, and that's why you hang back or hold back or don't move forward too quickly. I want to say that I feel like the challenge in the week ahead is disappointment. That's what it feels like, disappointment or getting over some sort of heartbreak. Look, you've got all the aces in your hand. It's all up to you. You're in the ship, you're the captain, take the boat where it should go. right? It is all up to you. You can choose to add one sword to these three and heal, right? Four of Swords is about healing energy. So I feel like you do want love, but I feel like you're either not out there looking for it, or you just don't feel like you can attract it, or you're just not feeling very good about yourself right now. And I think it's because of this. I think it's because you're stuck up in your head. Yeah. I think that this higher power is gonna cut you a break here. Yep, there it is. Da, 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 da. That's what I heard in my head when the Ace of Wands came out. You're going to get some clarity. There's going to be some great clarity about something here, and it's going to help you move on. The Two of Wands is the place. It's the crossroads. You get to go take whatever path you want. And I feel like the answer you get is going to give you stability. It's like, okay, I get it. I get it now. Of course you get it. You're the smartest in the zodiac. Smarty pants. There you go. We've got you trying to see things from another perspective. And we have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is getting more information while you're trying to find some wisdom in the hermit mode. Trying to figure out why somebody walked away. I think you're healing. I think it's been a long time, and I think you need to get out with friends and look. Look at that. Three of Pentacles is here. That's where your friend comes from. It comes from a celebration. So you're going to get some sort of an invite to go somewhere and be with a group of people. And I think you are going to meet somebody there. Yeah, possibly a Pisces, possibly an Aries, Virgo. All right. I'm going to leave it there, Aquarius. Thank you so much for coming here. That was a beautiful reading for you. Thank you for that energy. I'm going to go for now. Love you guys, and I'll be back because I'm always back. Bye-bye. Hello, Gemini. Here we are. Here we are for your reading. Thank you so much for waiting here for me. I appreciate you. And so here we are. We're going to use the Wisdom of the Oracle, and then we are going to use what's it called? The Journeys, the Soul's Journey Oracle, I think it's called. Don't quote me on that. I know how you are about details, Gemini. Okay, here we go. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. I hope you'll be in the comments. Y'all, you're killing it with these likes on these videos. I appreciate you oh so much. If you would please exchange energy with me via either a thumbs up or just an emoticon or anything in the comments, then I'm going to know you're there. If I don't know you're there, I'm not reading your energy. I'm just saying. Yep, probably not. I could for sure, but it's unlikely. So, the ones that are connected to me, I'm connected to them. So this is for you. This is your reading. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. It is for the week ahead, my friend. Anytime you find this reading for the Geminis, it will always be for the week ahead. All right, here we go. Tell me about Gemini. What does Gemini need to know going forward into the week ahead, please? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Ooh, a soulmate. Tell me more. Tell me more. What's going on right now for Gemini? The tribe. Interesting. So I want to say that you are, you might have just recently entered a new soulmate tribe, my friend. Or maybe you've met a new tribe of people through a soulmate. That's what it feels like. So it feels like, yeah, you are newly entering this tribe, I think. It almost feels like you are the tribe. So maybe you've met somebody, a soulmate, and you're at the point where you're meeting each other's friends. It could be that. All right. We've got loyal heart. Oh, I like it. And exchanging gifts. So I think you have found somebody special. That kind of confirms the soulmates here. The soulmates card is number 41, which is a 5. Then we've got an 8. I feel like it's going to be a little bit of a hard entry. It almost feels like, because number 5 for me is lack, card number 41, but it feels like that soulmates have come together. But what I want to say is that there may have been somebody before you that was very permanent. Maybe your person's coming from a divorce is what I mean. So maybe this soul tribe is used to that other person, and now you're meeting them after meeting this soulmate, you're meeting their group of friends. That's what it feels like. I want to say that with exchanging gifts, loyal heart, that you're going to probably meet a lot of people in this group that are very talkative, that they... it feels like some of them are very spiritual, that they're very awake. They're an awake group. It also is card number 8 here, which is 8 here. So I feel you're also awake. I feel like you're the loyal heart exchanging gifts. And so I think that it might be a little bit of hard work. That's what chopping wood is. It might be a bit of hard work, but I think after exchanging gifts, and it doesn't have to be physical gifts, it could be just like communication, getting to know each other, exchanging those kinds of gifts with each other, I feel makes you feel like a part of this tribe. I like it. And for some of you, maybe you haven't met the soulmate. Maybe you will meet the soulmate in the tribe. This does feel very new, I'm going to say. It does feel very, very new. And so it feels like you are in some sort of a new connection. Or if you aren't, in the week ahead, you may be. You may be calling in a soulmate. It feels like, it says here, trust. It says, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So I feel that in the week ahead, you are confident within your psychic energy that this tribe, either this tribe is a soulmate tribe, or this soulmate, when they introduce you to this tribe, I think it really is beautiful. Whatever this is, this soulmate tribe here. But it does say that that use your gut in terms of that. I think you are meeting a lot of people who are awake. We see a lot of violet here. Oh, look at that, indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. I said make sure that you've got your intuition on, right? Make sure you're listening to your gut. And I feel like you're about to meet a really beautiful soul tribe or a soulmate who introduces you to their soul tribe. Vice versa. All right, what are we going to use? Let's look at some tarot. Let's look at some tarot for Gemini for the week ahead, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Let's talk about Gemini. Tell me more about these soulmates here. Tell me more about this. Okay. We have the Magician. So you've manifested this group of people or this new soul tribe, I feel. After, it could be possibly for some of you after an ending with a soulmate. Might be a soulmate connection that you've ended here, or if that has come to a painful end for you. And if it has, I'm really sorry. I feel like that there is to be some sort of a transformation that's coming up here. I feel like you're someone who doesn't easily trust or who doesn't readily trust people. But I want to say that this soul tribe, it looks like for some of you that after the ending, like a painful ending of a soulmate connection here, now the 5 in the upper right corner makes a little more sense. That feels like you go on to meet a new tribe, or you manifest a new tribe of people for yourself, because that happens, right? People get into couplings, and then when you break up, the friends don't know what to do, right? They're kind of casualties of war, and yeah, nobody knows what to do. But I think that you're already manifesting a new tribe, and I really think that you're going to be able to trust this tribe. But I feel like this tribe is are a bunch of people who are like you, who think like you, who speak like you, who aren't afraid to speak out. We've got blue for the throat chakra. We've got violet for the third eye. It feels like there's some pink here as well. So it feels like, the universe chimes in and says, yes, you can trust these people. It's a total transformation. I feel like that maybe the place that you came from, possibly the place with the ending of the soulmate here, that things I think transform here, and you go from not trusting to trusting. I think you as well, you don't only trust the tribe, but you trust that you've manifested it. We've got the Judgment card in reverse. Feels a bit messy, I'm just saying. Yeah, it does. We've got the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse and the Devil. You two could have worked at the same place. You could be at the same place of work, but I think one of you left, possibly. One of you left the workplace. Maybe both of you, yeah, you worked in the same workplace, and maybe it wasn't allowed, or it just... yeah, it was interfering in the work. It was interfering in either the workplace or how you make money or your business. It was a soulmate connection, and you know that it was. I feel like it came to an end because of one of you either left the workplace, a toxic workplace, I think, and the other one stayed. And I'm not sure if that's so you could be together or not, but it feels like somebody, it feels like somebody did leave. Just listening. So I want to say that the reason that things came to an end is because either a misjudgment, or someone was too judgmental, or someone was just, I think that possibly the person you were with was very judgmental, and you couldn't get them to stop judging people. And you maybe come from a judgmental tribe, because honestly, if you were dating someone who had passed judgment on you or made a misjudgment on you, you can bet your bottom dollar that all the people around them are the same. Because you are like the 5 or 6 people that you hang out with. I really feel like it feels like you're pulling out of some sort of a vibration. That this ending looks terrible. It was probably really hurtful and awful, because pulling away from a soulmate is probably one of the hardest things you'll ever do. The hardest thing is knowing they're not for you, and knowing that they're a soulmate. Knowing that it's going to crash and burn because one of us hasn't healed enough. And it's like, it feels like it was the right person but the wrong time, and I think it ended badly. But I think it was because somebody here was very judgmental of others, and it was almost like you couldn't introduce them to anyone. They always ended up having an opinion about the people that you were with, or that's what it feels like, that this person was always misjudging, and I think it was very negative, and I think that's essentially what ends up killing the relationship. So if you are in a relationship with somebody who is very judgmental, or somebody who, will talk to someone's face and then when they leave sort of say, ugh, did you see the shoes that one was wearing? Things like that. I feel like somebody is kind of making those sort of assumptions with people. And I feel that it's confusing, because I feel like this person felt like a soulmate, or for some of you feels like a soulmate, and you just can't live in this negativity anymore. Yeah. So I think you end up having to bring it to an end because of that. So I want to say that you manifest a new tribe, Gemini. You manifest a new tribe, and possibly this is your tribe. I feel like it with the Tower here, it's like an upheaval and a change. Because of this ending, it's like it's an upheaval and a change, and you have all the aces in hand. So as the Tower's falling, it's like you realize you have been up too close to the Tower for way too long, and when the Tower falls, you realize that. Yeah. So I feel like, yep, you do. I feel like you are manifesting a new tribe currently, or after this comes to an end, I feel like you will be manifesting a new tribe. You can do whatever you want. I mean, you're the magician. You're the captain of the ship. Yep, for sure. The Tower is Scorpio energy. We've got Pisces and Virgo here for me. But this Scorpio energy, we'll clarify it a little bit, but it feels like it's a realization of, I can just find a new tribe. It gets hard, especially if you've been together for a while, or if you know each other's friends, or maybe you're in the same soul tribe. It's tough. People scatter, right? People don't know what to do when the relationship comes to an end. And I feel like the realization is, it's okay. I'll just find a new tribe. It feels like there is there is a tribe coming in, because the Magician is here with the Tower, which tells me that you're manifesting a change, an upheaval. This, I believe that you make this tower fall. I believe that the universe barely offers it to you, and you're like, give me that thing. Yeah. And I think it's really, I'm giggling about it, but I really do feel like it's hurtful. It really does hurt. It's a hard change. It's a hard learning curve, I want to say. But you will manifest a new tribe. So we have trust, we have the Seven of Wands, and we have the Death card. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Yeah. And I think that's exactly what this is saying here. You don't need to be defensive. You don't need to stand your ground. I think the universe wants you to trust. There's a transformation coming here, which I think is going to help you through the Seven Wands. I feel like with the Death card and the Tower and the Magician, I feel like you're coming into so many changes. I'm going to say, Gemini, the week ahead, I feel is filled with realizations, aha moments, lots of changes. If this thing hasn't happened to you yet, that's coming up. I feel like we have the Death card here that tells me that you are transforming the way that you kind of go at life, the way that you deal with life. I think you're changing. I think you're trying to become more flexible. You're going to stop jumping to your own defense. I feel like you just need to, I feel like the Death card is here to transform the energy of trust, so you're not so defensive when you get to the next tribe. That's what it feels like here. All right, tell me about this Tower. What's going on here? I think it's the realization that you can no longer be in this energy with this person who is very negative and someone who's highly critical, I feel, of the other people around them, whether they know them or not. That's what I'm getting off the 10 Swords. And I think you just want to end up bringing it to an end, because it feels like there is a lot of judgment here, and I feel like they're the person that you take to the gathering or to the party, and they end up getting in some sort of a maybe not a screaming match, but they end up getting in a lot of highly sensitive topical discussions, and so therefore other people maybe at the gathering end up arguing or fighting or showing their opinions, and it feels like things are hanging on by a thread. That's what it feels like here. All you want to do is bring it to balance, and I think that the only way that you can bring it to balance in your life, because your life is very busy, is by ending it. Yeah, there it is, the Five of Pentacles. But look, whenever something ends, something begins. We know that lesson from the Death card, right? The only reason something ends is so another thing can begin. And we have the Five of Pentacles. We fall into lack. We're on the outside of each other's lives looking in. So it feels like you have decided to just close this door and either block them or whatever it is you're going to do with the Five of Pentacles in order to separate yourself from them completely. And I think that causes a Tower for you. But I think you're using the Magician energy. I think you're deciding you're just going to pick up that Ace of Swords and cut out whatever it is that you don't need here. And I like it. I like that you're taking initiative that way. I don't think it's easy on you, though. I think it's hard on you, because the Magician does carry a sword, and then we have the Four Swords here. The Five Swords is present. I feel like it doesn't feel good. You don't want to do it, but you have to, because there's no way we're ever going to come to an agreement on how we act when we're with friends out in public, or maybe you need to stop drinking, or you know what I mean? It feels like you get embarrassed of their behavior eventually. The Five of Swords is here. It's like somebody here just couldn't get out of swords. I don't know if it's you or them, but take it as it resonates. Somebody can't get out of swords. They can't stop being highly critical of other people. And they end up arguing, starting fights. I feel like, yeah, it's time for you to go. And it's hard for you to let go, is what I'm going to say. The Devil stands here, and I feel like the Death card is here waiting for the Devil. That's what it feels like. I'm just going to cut this out right here. We're just going to release you from this kind of energy here. The thing is I think that I think you feel hurt, that you feel like you'll never trust anyone again, that you feel like you're always going to have to be, defensive. Just listening. Yeah, it's almost like the fear of moving forward, because when you're standing your ground, you're not really going anywhere. All you're doing is defending yourself and jumping to your own defense, because other people are jumping to conclusions. I think that the universe is asking you to trust, even though it's hard. 1, 4, and 1. 4, 5, 6. So I feel like, I feel like you are moving on, but I feel like there's some healing here. I feel like you go from a situation that was tense and terrible, that was causing towers, and I think that the universe kind of restores your faith and trust again. Because I feel like you get some healing out of this. You get to move on. 6 swords are present, I think, and you get to move on from here. Tell me about the Tower. It's a realization that you can find partnerships and friendships anywhere. Yeah. And the 10 Pentacles are here. I feel like it's because it's 7 and 3. I feel like with 10 Pentacles being here, that the Tower falls for your benefit, to make you more abundant, to find more friends. I feel like you had to get out of this situation over here, because any way you work it out, it wasn't working out for you. Yeah, 3 Pentacles tells me it moved into a partnership really quickly. And you could barely keep track of it. It feels like that you are with somebody that you have a lot of feelings for, but that this person is inappropriate. You can't take them anywhere. Tell me what the challenge is for the week ahead, please, for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. You're going to find a new tribe. You're manifesting a new one because you're done with the old. You have to be, because all of those people are the same as them. Oh, same as them. Let it go, let it go. First you're in, then you're out. Anybody knows. Okay, so I get that one a lot. I'm getting it a lot lately, which is imagine dragons, and that is sharks. It feels like you're just the same as them, same as them. That's what he says. So you know that if you stay in that group with that person, even though they are a soulmate, that you could end up being the same as them. And I think that you don't want to be Gemini. You're smarter than that, right? Challenge for the week ahead is the new start. There we go. I'm telling you, I can't write that book. It's the Fool, right? It feels like a new chapter's opening. The Magician is here. The new tribe is here. You're going to make some new friends. I feel like there's going to be new friends. Things are materializing in the 3D. I feel like there is 7 and 3 is 10. I feel like it's quite abundant, that this Tower falls always, that it falls in mercy. And the reason people don't like the Tower is because it's change. It's quick change that you didn't anticipate. And yeah, I feel like it's the Magician that's going to carry you. It's you that's going to carry you. And interestingly enough, I did just notice the Magician on the bottom of the deck. But look, here you are, right? So I feel like your energy today is the Queen of Wands. It's get up and go. It's I'm going to get it if I want it. I'll color outside the lines. Don't tell me what to do. I can do it on my own. I will carry that sofa up all by myself, in pieces if I need to, but get out of my way. So I think that you're headed into something new. I want to say that with this, the devil energy here is going to make it hard to change for you. I feel like you have a fear of change. It's going to make it hard to change. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. Look, you're heading into some really great stuff. There is some regrets about the things that went on in the past, but you know what? You're moving on from that. There is the card of Cancer. It is the Chariot, right? You've got quite a bit of change coming up here. We have a lot of major arcana. We have Cancer, we have Capricorn, we have Virgo and Pisces, we have Aries and Aries again. There's a lot of major arcana here, so you have a lot of changes coming up, but I think you already know it. All right, I'm gonna go Gemini. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and hope to see you in the comments. Love you guys. I'm out for now, and I'll be back because I'm always back. Love ya. Bye-bye. And hello, Libra. Thank you so much for waiting here for me. I appreciate you already, my beautiful, balanced, creative friends. Thank you so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you. And let's take a look at it. Let's look at the Wisdom of the Oracle. We'll pull a couple of these for you, Libra. And then we'll pull one of these for you, which is the Soul's Journey something or other Oracle, I think. Don't quote me on that. All right, here we go, Libra. If you're interested in a private read, please look below. you will see a link to Wizio. It's the only place you can book me. I'll have to go there to see my pricing. All right, here we go. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about the week ahead for Libra. Please, Libra, whenever you find this reading, the individual reads for the signs, they're always for the week ahead. There we go. All right. Building blocks. Oh, the fates. You're on the right path, my friend. You are on the right path. We have card number 17, which breaks down to an 8. It's all about you. Fated changes are coming. You're about to see things you couldn't see before. There are some changes coming, and they're fated changes. And I think those changes are coming because you've been working on yourself. Because you've been using those building blocks that were given to you by the universe. All these blocks, by the way, they're all the colors of the chakras. It feels like somebody is standing on solid ground. I hope it's you. I mean, I could be reading for your person too. Take it as it resonates, but maybe Libra is your person. Maybe you're cross-watching, right? So we have, excuse me, we have building blocks. And what I want to say is there's a firm foundation. Somebody is really working on themselves. It is a fated time. It's time for you to be successful and build yourself. Doesn't mean within a relationship. It doesn't mean dependent on your business or dependent on your friends or family. It means this is you. You're in this for yourself. It's all about you. And I think it's really important that you build yourself a sturdy place to stand. We have card number 28, which is a 10, which breaks down to a 1. Ones are at the beginning of things. So it feels like you're at the beginning of a path, either of a path where you're going to begin to build your blocks, or you've already built your blocks, and now you get to take the self that you've built into the world to see how different the world looks when you're standing. You can see a whole lot when you're standing up high, right? Yeah, when you're standing high and solid and you're looking over everything else, it's a bird's eye view. It feels like this is the way it's supposed to be. I want to tell you that you're on the right path. We've got serendipity and not for you. Very interesting. So I feel like in the future, no happy accidents here. You got to go the distance. It's going to take some while for the building, is what I want to say. It's going to take a while for the building, and I feel like you don't have the endurance to do it. It's time to stop playing chess with the universe, my friend. You can't sidestep things just because you don't want to get hurt. Sidestep things so you don't get hurt. Do you know what I mean? But what I'm saying is that the lessons are going to find you anyway. You can't avoid the lessons. It's always going to be a serendipitous lesson. And if you're the person who's not willing to go the way that the universe tells you to go, then serendipity shows up. That's the happy accident. Something that's going to be beautiful and wonderful, and you don't expect it, but it's going to happen anyway. I'm going to say you need to stop playing chess with the universe. I think you're doing it because you're exhausted, I want to say. Because you're tired of people taking advantage of you. You're tired of getting to a certain point in a relationship, in a job, in a mortgage, whatever it is. You're tired of getting to a certain point, and it just doesn't seem to work out in your favor. But I want to say something is changing here, because we have the fates and we have building blocks. So I feel like you are building your way to a new beginning, and I think that the universe has got your back. All right, one more card for Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter for the week ahead. If you are cross-watching, thank you for doing that. All right, we got friendship showing up in the reverse, and then we have blame. Uh-oh. All right, so it says, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. I don't think you have this understanding yet. I think that there is somebody that's going to show up for you, I think, in the future. And I think you already kind of know it. I'm looking at a little bit of purple, right? It's not quite violet. Yeah, I guess there is some violet in here. I feel like I feel like you're about to meet this person. I think it's showing up in the reverse because you guys aren't friends yet. I don't think you've met them yet. I think that this is a friend that you meet along the way after you start building or working on yourself. We have, I accept responsibility for my well-being. It's exactly what you're doing here. I like it. All right. What else do we need to know? I need to fix this camera for just a second because it was not showing all the cards before. Okay, there we go. Let's take a look here. All right, let's do it. Let's talk about Libra. We need some clarification for Libra, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about the fates. What is fated here? Tell me what is fated here. Wow. Just saying. What is fated here is we go from being very defensive to leaping off the edge. There is some sort of choice in balance. There's a choice you're choosing balance. You're going from feeling defensive, jumping to your own defense, holding your ground. You're going to the Fool. And we have the Two of Pentacles as well. And I think it's going to give you a lot of balance. It feels like you're ending a cycle where you felt like you had to defend yourself against whoever was in your life. And it might be because of some of your opinions, things you chose to hold ground on. But we're all allowed to do that. We are. Tell me more. We have the Star and the Hierophant. The Star is Aquarius, the Hierophant is Taurus, the Fool is Aries. We have the Chariot, which is Cancer. Okay, everybody's getting a lot of major arcana for the week ahead. I feel like the week ahead is going to be a very prominent time for change. I want to say that you're about to meet a new friend and that you are not, you don't realize that this person is going to be really a very prominent fixture, permanent fixture in your life for a long time. I feel like this person could be a Cancer, Taurus, or Aquarius. Could be an Aries, of course. Oh, and there's going to be attraction. We've got the Eight of Cups. So the person that I feel that you meet in the future is someone that's solid, someone that you have some sort of a deep connection to. And I don't think that you would have noticed the deep connection had you not gone through the building blocks, had you not gone ahead and worked on all the chakras or worked on the self or prepared yourself. And it's great that you're learning lessons and preparing the self, but never discount that there's so many professionals that can help you get through parts of your life where you're kind of stumbling and don't know what to do. And those people are psychologists and psychiatrists and Reiki masters. And, there's a lot of people who can help you through parts of your life. That's not what tarot's for. Nope, it's not. Sure isn't. I want to say that you're going to meet this friend very soon, and I think that you're going to be very attracted to them. I think that this person, they do feel like a Cancer that has fire in the chart, a fiery Cancer. And although Cancer is water, I see Cancer as very sort of mysterious and, how do I feel Cancer? As although they are mysterious because they're kind of, I'm looking at the moon, they're kind of, very, how can I say, private, personal. I feel like this person is someone that shows up in your life as a friend, and I feel like you're immediately you have an attraction to them. It might be a physical attraction or an energetic attraction. It doesn't necessarily have to be physical. The thing is I think that this person is a very sort of different, in a different mindset that you are. Because the Knight of Wands is here at the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is the one that's the teacher. I'm going to teach you things. I'm going to take the traditional route. I'm going to teach the traditional things. I'm going to, do all the things that are expected of me. And then we have the Knight of Wands. I want to say that you, after, I don't know if you're at the beginning, in the middle of, or at the end of this building block period, but we never stop building ourselves, by the way. But I feel like you're in a cycle right now where you've been doing a lot of work on the self. I want to say that you're coming to the end of that cycle, and it's like you'll have a rest period, and then you'll go at it again. I want to say that however you've built yourself here, it feels like people notice you now. I want to say that maybe people didn't exactly, I don't know, I don't think you were ignored, but I don't necessarily think that people were attracted to your energy. And what I mean by that is I think that after you go through the building blocks portion of it, getting to know yourself, getting all the chakras in line, all of that stuff, you realize that that you can attract anything. And in fact, you do. Anything and anyone. The star is here. And to me, the star is about hope. It's about healing. And I think that you've been healing. And I also think that you're healing yourself into a place of the higher self, of taking a path, picking a path, and choosing, I feel, a traditional way to deal with whatever you have learned in the building blocks in time of your life here. I feel like you're looking for a commitment. I want to say that the thing is that this person, this friend, I feel like this is a friend who is going to be in your life for a long time, and I feel like they're going to play a really big role in your life. But I want to say that you're into commitment and this person is not. They're into fun. Fun and frolic. Let's go out and do things. It's 2 a.m. I'm going to pick you up. Let's go to 7-Eleven. This person is someone who is sort of impulsive. They don't really think things through. They just want to get to the end result. This person could be someone that you're incredibly attracted to and has business prowess. Also someone who, it almost feels like they know how to harness their energy, I want to say, because the Chariot's here. Because the Charioteer, the person who's driving, must keep it all on the road. There's energies to balance here, but must keep it intuitively on the road. Horses are very intuitive. And I feel like this person does that. And I feel like they're a lot of fun. I feel like they are attractive, whether they're feminine or masculine. I don't care what your preference is. So I feel like this person is very different from you. That you're in Taurus energy, which is the spiritual teacher, being solid, foundational, that kind of energy. And this other person is more about fire and flames and desire and let's go do that thing. And I feel like that person is like always in their vehicle, zipping here, there, and everywhere. I feel like this person's going to bring something to your life that is needed. And I think it's a little fun and frolic. I'm just saying. I think it's a little bit of impulsivity. And I think that given the energies that are here, I don't think you'll ever let it get out of hand, but I think it's going to be, a fun energy for you. All right. Telling you what the 8 of Cups, it's the 9 of Cups. It's the 2 of Cups in the reverse and the Hanged Man. I don't think you want a relationship. I don't think you want to fall in love. I think you just want to be happy. The 9 of Cups. I think the 2 of Cups is here in the reverse, saying I'm not interested in having that kind of connection with somebody. At least not right now, because it feels like this friendship, right? It feels like you don't. That's what you're saying, but I feel like it's not really what's going to go down in the future, because I feel like there's somebody coming in that you don't realize is coming in that's going to be this fun, desirable, impulsive, which is going to rock your Libra energy. Yeah, so I think that you're waiting for the right one, because the 2 of Cups is in the reverse and you want the commitment. So you're waiting for the right one, and the 8 is here, the 2 is here, and so you haven't found love yet. You haven't found love, but I think what you're focusing on is that you just want to be happy. I mean, if it turns in to some sort of a commitment or something, I think that you will jump, like it says here that you will. I think that you will take a leap of faith here. With the fates here, it feels as though this leap of faith is fated. What really doesn't make me happy, though, is that the Fool is looking at the past. So I'm going to say for those of you who, if you come here watching this about someone from the past, don't be foolish. That person hasn't changed. They're still as defensive as they ever were. They're still going to jump to their own conclusions. They're still going to jump to their own defense. It feels like you're supposed to move along. Someone here is standing their ground and is not learning their lessons. And I feel that's why the Fool shows up. I think it's going to be hard, though. It's going to be really a hard transition for you because you're very busy. I feel like this was hanging on by a thread. That's what I'm getting. Tell me what else we need to know. Tell me about this, the Fool card, the new beginning. Okay, so you do feel this coming. Yeah, there's the friendship card again. So it is a friend. You're gonna meet somebody while you're out. I don't necessarily know that this person is going to ask you out. Maybe they will, but I think that you're really attracted to them, and that's the reason why you'll say yes. But what I want to say also is that the Three of Pentacles tells me that it starts as a really good, solid friendship. Look, any relationship needs to have a good, solid, foundational friendship, or it's just not going to last. Are you going to build your house on the rock or on the sand? Pick it. I feel like this person wants to build on the rock, so they're going to build slowly. Yeah. They want to build slowly, but I feel like the fact that they're very attractive makes you want to move in a quick and passionate way and get the victory right away. I think you are going to get a victory, but I don't think it's like, it feels like a friendship before relationship is what it feels like, and we're building solid here. Yeah, but that's Cancer. Cancer will take it slow and build solid. All right, so you see it coming here, this new beginning. I think you knew it was hanging by a thread. This, whatever the fates has come in to change or end for you, I feel like it's in the week ahead, something might end. It might even happen over the weekend, but it feels like in the week ahead, something is big is going to change for you, and it's going to change your direction. It's a direction you haven't gone in years, but I think that you're hopeful that it's going to work out. I think you're really confident, though. I want to say you're really confident in your energy right now, and I think that you're willing to wait for the right thing or the right person or the right commitment. I think that you're supposed to know that, friendship comes first and then you build the house. That's the way you build the solid foundation. It doesn't come in impulsivity. It comes in building a solid foundation. So you could have Earth in the chart. Maybe you have Taurus in the chart somewhere. We do have Aquarius right here. We've got the Sun. So it's going to be a good meeting. It feels like somebody's either going to ask you out or something's about to materialize in the 3D. Could be with a Leo, but it feels like there's some sort of a breakthrough. I feel like there's the breakthrough when you meet this person, the sun is shining on them, the spotlight is on them, whatever it is. And I feel like you two are fast friends because we've got victory with the Chariot here. And I think it might be because initially you two are quite attracted to each other. And friends can be attracted to each other. It doesn't mean that you have to date all of the friends you're attracted to. But I feel like this friendship here is going to be a prominent friendship. I want to say be careful for some of you that it doesn't turn into a friend of benefits things if that's not what you want. And if that's what you want, I got no judgment. I don't really care what you're doing with your life. But you're going to do what you're going to do regardless. But I'm going to say we can't ignore that the Knight of Wands is here, plus the Chariot is here, and then we have friendship in the reverse. So either somebody decides quickly that they don't want to be your friend, they want to be a lover, or just make sure that they're not into a friends with benefits thing if that's not what you want. Tell me what the challenge is for the week ahead, please, for Libra. The challenge for the week ahead is closure. It feels like it feels as though there is a chapter that you need to close. something that you need to change or end. It might be the end of waiting for sure. We've got the 7 Pentacles. Oh, it might be the end of waiting. There's a friendship coming in, right? So it might be the end of waiting, but I think that we've got a full circle moment. Karma is learned, and it's time to carry on. And the only reason, again, that things end is so other things can begin. And the next card after the World is, we go back to 0. We go back to the Fool. So I feel like this is coming to clear space. And not everything that happens in your life that doesn't happen the way you want it to is a loss. Just remember that. They're not always lost. You might end up losing a relationship and then realize later on that it was probably the best thing that happened. I feel like after a big change in your life, something is coming up in the week ahead or maybe further on that is a very big change, a realization, something's come full circle. Tell me about the World card. I think you have a different outlook on relationships. Like maybe you still are the traditional Hierophant, but I feel like you're not, that you're like, yes, I'm the one who wants commitment, but I will start with moving in. I feel like it's a realization you have while you are in hermit mode. So thinking by yourself, it's knowledge you come to. It's the Page of Swords. You come to a knowledge that when you listen to yourself and you go with the wise, slow choice, that it will end up being what you want, something solid. You just got to wait for it. 7 of Pentacles. The World card, you got to make some changes in your life. I feel like you might have some water in your chart, and if not, I feel as though you have been... I think that you're coming from a place that maybe wasn't that easy and that you are kind of going within. That's what I feel. But also the Queen of, the High Priestess is about your gut, right? I think that you already know, you already feel that this is coming up here. I feel like if something ended back there, if it was a relationship, a job, whatever it was, I think it was supposed to end. I think you'll know it in your gut, because the reason you weren't getting what you wanted is because you couldn't pull away from that thing, whatever it was. So it's time to move forward with a new attitude, a new you, somebody who's built, somebody who's solid. Yep. So I think there's some changes, a lot of changes coming up in the week ahead for you, but I think that they're all going to work out. We've got the Star here, right? I feel like it's hopeful, it's healing, it's balance. Tell me one more. Tell me about what's going on in hermit mode. Feeling overwhelmed in hermit mode. The Knight of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles. But you come out of hermit mode. I feel after the emotional overwhelm, you come out solid and sturdy and confident. Yep, that's what it feels like. You come out of hermit mode being pretty damn confident about what you want to do next. Knowing that you're the whole package. Knowing that somebody deserves you, but that you also need to realize that you deserve what you deserve as well. Yeah. Could be a soulmate that you're meeting up with. I feel like this person is a soulmate friend. We have a message coming from a soulmate. And so I feel like you don't know the soulmate yet. Yeah. I feel like it's going to be like, oh, it's you. Like it's almost going to be like you've met them before. Oh, it's you. It's going to feel like it. I don't know that you'll say it out loud, but okay. I'm going to leave that there. Thank you so much, Libra, for watching. You might have a soulmate coming in the future. What's this again? I accept responsibility for my well-being. You certainly did that. All right. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for being here. I will go and I will be back because I'm always back, y'all. Love ya. Bye-bye.